Welcome back to StopMotion MonsterJam. I'm your host, Alec Tollefson. We've got Max Tollefson in the booth with us today, and we're looking at the recap of 2016 leading up to World Finals 5. First up, we headed to Orlando, Florida, where we saw 8 of the best trucks compete in a freestyle competition so big that the fans weren't even ready, were they, Max?
No, they weren't. You can see me getting some big air over there, and pretty much everyone got big air.
Yeah. And then after Gravedigger, we saw the truck Doomsday get big air and crash into Gravedigger at his first stadium appearance. So let's take a look at Ice Cream Man's freestyle winning run.
And he comes around here and does a sick donut and ramps over that obstacle and just really impressed the fans.
Yeah, I definitely was impressed with Roy Pridgeon's run, but we headed over to Sioux Falls, South Dakota next for the special episode in which we did a hybrid track. And we saw a lot of big air and a lot of big donuts and wheelies from Son of a Digger there and Ryan Anderson. And also from Max D, who Colt Nykerberger ran very well. But let's take a look at the freestyle winning run from Tyler Minigan. And the runner-up was Ryan Anderson and Son of Digger, who did really well in this arena track. He's used to those stadium tracks, but he did really well.
Yeah, you can notice how he likes to play those cards.
And our next stop was Washington, D.C., where we saw wheelie competitions and freestyle competitions. And Tyler Miniga there, doing really well, but let's take a look at the freestyle winner run from Colton Nykerberger and Max D.
Yeah, he comes around and really keeps up the momentum, as you can tell by his Max D training, and really just give the fans what they want.
Yeah. Now let's take an exclusive interview with you.
It's awesome, to have this opportunity and to do everything that I do in that truck. And I have a regular job also, but it's nice to have this as well.
All right. After that, we headed to Tampa, Florida for our E-Series MonsterJam event at our first ever colored track.
My name is Brendan McDowell, and right behind me is the one and only Max D monster truck. It stands 10 feet tall, 12 feet wide, and 1,500 horsepower for your enjoyment.
And there was a star-studded lineup here in Tampa, including the previous winner of the Washington, D.C. freestyle, Colt Nykerberger. And this track was great. So let's take a look at the racing highlights.
Avenger going against Sean Duhan here tonight in Tampa, Florida for our StopMotion MonsterJam Racing. Let's see how they do here as the light goes green and they're off. Avenger looks a little squirrely and Sean Duhan pulls it out for the win.
And there was a lot of freestyle highlights, including NEA, who got some pretty good wheelies, and our racing winner, and also Jim Kohler. But here's the freestyle winning run.
Here comes the big man, Colt Nykerberger, in Max D. His rear steer looks a little off there, but he's coming back from it. Some nice donuts here from Colt Nykerberger, having a good career in this big and bad Max D truck. Whoa! What's gonna happen? Can he save it? He's trying! Oh!
And I'd have to say, that track was probably the closest we're gonna get to World Finals. But we went back to Tampa a couple episodes later, where we saw another star-studded lineup for Tampa Part 2. A little bit behind Son of a Digger, but this is the finals. Son of a Digger versus Tom Mintz and Max D. Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger taking that sharp turn, and he's making an 8.08 second time, getting some big air off that side jump. And Jim Kohler and Avenger kind of getting stuck on that hill, getting some huge air, a huge sky wheelie. He's gonna go big and get a little cyclone there. First thing out, here's the freestyle winning run. And Max D, he goes big and he saves it there. Tom Mintz, one of the crown champions of saving, getting the big air there and turning around and getting some huge air. Oh! And after that, we went to Sunrise, Florida, where we would see 4 of the best trucks compete on this concrete style track. What do you think about this track, Max?
I think it's unique. It's one of the first concrete tracks that we've done in a long time.
And the donuts were crazy, because the concrete track makes you spin that thing like crazy. And also, the wheelies were great, including that sick wheelie from Gravedigger. And the racing was close, where Gravedigger and Adam Anderson took the win. And then, finally, it all led up to World Finals 5, where we had racing and freestyle, including the freestyle track being the most technical we've ever seen.
Something to note about these two trucks is they're pretty equal. Todd LeDuc being a very fast driver, and they're off, and Adam Anderson getting those quick corners, but he will not stand against Todd.
And the racing was pretty close, including this race from Chad Tingler and Gravedigger, and against Scott Vitoa and Hot Wheels. Now this race was the most close, I have to say, but a lot of fans were saying Max D took this one, but we're going to show you in this highlight after the run that Max D, we're getting close up, Max D actually went off his line and into the freestyle obstacle, which is an immediate disqualification there in slow-mo. So then the championship round came down to Tom Mintz and Max D, and Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger.
Will bring Max D to the championship.
Max D actually won that. He hit the line first. And then it was all coming down to freestyle, where Max actually came out first in his Spider-Man truck.
Yeah, it was a little intimidating, but really nice to have those fresh tracks.
After that crash in the Young Guns, he had a little injury, and so he's getting big air. But another thing he's doing is getting some sky wheelies. Looks like Frank Kreml did some cool donuts. And Son of a Digger coming in with he was actually the runner-up in freestyle. But we're going to see a little later the freestyle winning run from Tom Mintz and Max D after Chad Fortune does that sick wheelie in some big air.
It's definitely going to get in Soldier Fortune after
Here's the freestyle winning run.
Now Tom Mintz and Max D is going to come out and show you how to do a cyclone. Spinning it on 2 wheels. Whoa! Big air. I cannot believe that Tom Mintz has been doing this, and I think he's going for it. The backflip! He got it, and he even saved it. Something we haven't seen yet tonight, and even more big air after that.
World Finals 5 was the biggest we've ever seen, and hopefully in the future, 2017 is going to be even bigger. I cannot wait. Can you, Max?
No, it's going to be one of the best, if not the best years that we've had so far.
It was filled with big tracks, some cool hybrid tracks, and some crazy crashes. And there's going to be more concrete tracks and more dirt tracks in arenas. I'm Alec Tollefson. For Max Tollefson, this has been StopMotion MonsterJam 2016 Recap.